right. No. Ooh. That away. This can stay here. No, put this right. That looks good. Something like that. All right, cool. Well, hello everybody. Yeah, we're gonna do some juggle lifting. We're gonna start with I think we'll do overheads. Kind of warm up lift with a simpler movement, and we'll try some squats probably. Thursday's dead. Unless squats just feel like abysmal, then I'll switch. But chances are we won't. Chances are. But anyway, let's start with some overhead press. Goodness gracious, I can't type. Goal weight. I might do more with push press, but we'll say 100 for normal press. Oh yeah, I have. I think I left the my wrist strap that I usually use for these at home, but that's okay. We'll start with 60, 9 pounds. Because I'm mature. Whoops. Put this up here. There we go. Oh, what happened to it? Now it's fixed. All right. Let's get this out of the way. We won't need this for either of the things we're doing. Oops. So the gym setup is a little different, but you won't really notice too much from y'all's point of view. It shouldn't be too crazy for the viewing anyway. So on. All right. Don't need 135. That's going to be a bit much for one arm. I can push press that, but not even push press quite yet. If we do it at all, it'll be after. Let's see. This will be 64, 65. Got to take off these half pounders if we want to do the mean one. Of course we do. Okay. Oh yeah, my pants are green. I was like, my pants look green. That's a good reason for that. Oh boy. Juggling balls. Maybe I should warm up the juggling a little bit. I don't need to do too much though. Whoop. Oh, that was a low throw. There we go. Oh, except I grabbed that one very incorrectly. Also, we need to get that height a little bit higher for juggling. Look, I have that. There we go. Oh, sheesh. Well, I'm glad I decided to warm up the juggling, because goodness, I suck. There we go. Goodness. Why did that take like 5 tries to get right? How embarrassing. Let's see. I'm gonna try something real quick. Oh, good. It does go. I forgot how long I got it. What's up, Seth? Yeah, that's okay. We're trying something. Yeah, it looks like it's about the right height though, so that's good. Ah. That's right-handed. Now we try left-handed. Better than I expected, honestly. All right. I'll keep doing that a little bit here and there. We just need one wrist wrap. What's the max objects? Not in a circle. I can do 10 sometimes. So like for, let's see, do I have 10 in here? I have 10 in here. All right, so this will probably be a mess because I've not really warmed up properly and all that. And also it's 10. 10 is like my max. Technically I've done 11, but 11 is definitely a lot harder. Basically every number you add is almost twice as hard, it feels like. Okay, the pattern was intelligible. Let's see if I can actually get it. Ah, I dropped 2. Now if I just do 9, I should be able to get this within a few tries. Oh, not if I just throw it directly down, what the heck? Hold on. Okay, that was garbage. I need to go into the garage or into the car and get my newer ones. No, these are beanbags. These are just really, really squishy ones. Oh, that's annoying. All right, I'm gonna turn to the side a little bit so the light's not in my eye. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the car and grab my newer ones. These are a little too squishy. So, be right back. Then we'll try that. Actually, I lied. They're at my house. So I'll just try these again. I was like, wait a second. Those are in my room. Oh. All right, 9 again. Okay, there we go. That's 9. Obviously, I can keep it going, but I'm not going to try that right now. Now we'll try 10. Oh, and also, you can see really squishy bean bags. They're very good for if you want to hold a lot of them. Yes. Basically, the seams wear down, the stuff that's inside. These are filled with millet, which is a type of grain. And so it'll over time, it will essentially mill them. And then you get stuff flying out of the bean bags. That's why you get new ones every now and then. These are my old ones. All right, we'll try 10 again, see if I can get it. I didn't like that throw. I should have just stopped. Basically, one went forward by like 5 feet. But that's why I say that I can do 10 sometimes. And I don't say I can do 11, because imagine trying to do 11 when 10 is this hard. Now, there are people that are very good at 10. Very few people, but still, there are people. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I think I have to be much more warmed up and probably use better beanbags than these old ones. The ones that I have that are new are just the same model, but they're brand new. Well, a few months old. But we'll just do, we'll do 8 now. Oh wow, why is that so terrible? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it feels terrible. Okay. I'll put that away. It's easier without a light right here. That's the problem. The ceiling in here is actually fine. But the light is, so I don't know if it's blinding for y'all. It probably isn't because, well, it's not the same. But for me, actually, no, it probably is a pretty good, you could probably understand pretty well when I do this. You probably, let's see. Yeah, you can totally see that. It's kind of hard to follow them against the light. Now that's the one that's behind me, but there's one just like it right there. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. At some point, Omni and I are gonna actually go up there and take that out and make them something that we can change the brightness on, so that we can put it at, like, say 10% and keep that one at 100. But right now it's just like either on or off. And the alternative to on, of course, being this. You know, you could still see somewhat, but let's see. I still have a lot of lights in here. Oh, actually, that's a lot better for me. Actually, that's better for y'all too. Okay, I guess I'll just do, for my numbers stuff, I'll just do that. That's just better for everybody. Woo. So maybe I'll get this in a few tries. I'm not gonna try too many times though, because it is just, it's not very good practice to practice something you just have to pick up all the time. It's like doing 1 rep maxes. It's a terrible idea for training, for the most part. I'll try it one more time here. Yeah, I'm not really getting anything good out of this with these. I probably should just retire these altogether, not have them here. Okay, so we'll try this then. So here's 5. Ball shower right-handed. Oh, whoops, hold on. And then need them to not hit each other. And then we'll switch to left. Oop. Not bad. Now I'll do it the other way. Start left. Oh. And then switch to right. Whew. It's a good ambidexterity exercise. Now we'll do it just one side. I'll adjust the right side and collect them. If I just keep it going and I don't have any plans to do anything else, it's not that hard for me. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's true too. Much more impressive. All right, I'm gonna put this on so that I don't flashbang everybody when I turn the light back on. There we go. All right, let's do a 69-pound overhead juggle press. We'll start with left hand press. All right. I gotta move the mic so I don't smash it, because that would be bad, probably. There we go. Move it inside there. Oh, that's fair. I don't think so. But let's see. Let's look. It doesn't look like it's supposed to hit us really any at all. We might get some of the like storm surge. That's about it. Based on what I'm seeing. So we'll get weather, but I don't think we're gonna get hit by the storm. So it looks like it's gonna be off the coast. And I'm inland technically, so might not even see much. There we go. Easy peasy. I did 3 on the right side just because. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good call not to go to the beach if there's going to be, you know, hurricane. I'm no expert, but all right, let's do 80 next. $80, $91. Oh, excuse me. Hope the noise cancellation or whatever mitigated that. That was a sneeze, boys. Yeah, well, hurricanes will do that. You know, I wouldn't recommend just habitual sunburn. Not good for your skin. Getting tan is fine, but habitual sunburning seems not so good. When I was younger, I used to care less about my skin, but now that I'm 40 plus, since I'm a master's level or whatever person, I'm like, you know, maybe I should wear sunscreen. I would imagine that you want to look like a steak. Yes. Yeah, I would imagine that some amount of like my skin's elasticity is lessened because of the amount of sun that I have absorbed into my skin without sunscreen as a younger person. But generally speaking, I guess I've done okay because I didn't get too burned too many times. And I just have naturally pretty sun resistant skin, I guess. But I usually wear SPF 50 nowadays, just to be safe. Tea. Yeah. You have a good night as well. I'd say don't drop anything on your toes, but you're probably not in any danger. So that'd be a really weird thing to tell you. In my case, it's more appropriate. Oh, did I say 60? What a silly goose I am. It was supposed to be 80, but now it's 80. Now it's 90. Okay. We'll do a little tiny weight sandwich using these bumper 10s. They apparently make bumper 2.5 pounders that are about the same size as you'd expect a 25 or a 35 to be, which is wild. Must be just made of all foam. Oh, there's my baseball bat. I have one that I'm going to be using to load weights on training forearms. Great, 90. Should probably have OBS fork not so I can make sure that I'm not very make sure my mic is working. That's pretty bad if it wasn't. I mean, it wouldn't be bad, it just wouldn't be good. Okay, 90. Wow. Well, easy on the right side. Left side is going to be harder. Not too bad. I definitely have a different technique for each arm, which is interesting. Like, it still hits shoulders, but I feel like I stacked them differently. It all works out in the end, but it just looks a little weird in the intro. All right, we're gonna go for 100. Last one is 100. Something like that. A 100, I'm going to try to do more reps. No guarantee. I think my best on 100 with one arm is 2 reps. I don't remember if I got that with my left arm. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. You know what I should do? I should totally download Roma Musume here and play it in between my sets. No, that's a terrible idea. I just end up playing that game and not lifting at all. Terrible idea. Okay, 100. I did put that on there. Good. I have a bunch of... I should just put the little partial weight plates on the wall because they're very light. So they won't do any damage to it. And they'll be easy to get. So you got 1 pound weights. You got 3/4 pound weights. The half pound weights are on the bar, and then these are 1/4 pounds. They're made of like a foam material or whatever, so they're pretty soft, which is great if you drop them on your foot. Not that I make a habit of dropping weights on my foot, but when they're that size, you know, sometimes it just happens. Let's see how this feels. 100 pounds. We'll do left first. See how left feels. I just want 1 really, and if I can get, you know, 1, I'm I'm pleased enough. Obviously, I'd like to get more, but I just need one. Well, I don't need it, but I really want it. That looked smooth, but it was pretty hard. I think it only went up because it went smoothly. If I had struggled at all, I would not have gotten that. Which sounds dumb to say, but there's something to momentum. And basically, I kept momentum through the whole lift. And who knows, maybe I could have done it again, but I don't think so. We'll do it on the right though and see if we get it. Mm-hmm. Ah. See, that one I struggled through, but I got it. Well, I dropped the ball, but I got a second rep with my right arm, so that's fine. One was all I really wanted. I wanted more, obviously. You always want more, but I really wanted it. So 100 is good. Now I'm gonna switch to just normal overhead press and just do a few working sets. I'm gonna call it be boring overhead press. It's not. Technically, let's see, we just did one arm with 100. Let's go right to one. What's up, stream? How you doing? We'll go right to 155 because we just did 100 in one arm. It doesn't make any sense that we couldn't add with a whole other arm 55 pounds. Gotcha. We get in that shoulder work. I did some overhead juggle press, and I'm just gonna do normal. I won't do anything too crazy, but we'll do something. Ugh. Overhead press is my worst lift, but I still like it. I get them long 8 arms. Great for overhead or for deadlifts though. So I've done some Olympic lift stuff. I don't like it too much. So I just don't do it. I think that if I wanted to actually get into them, I would have to get a coach, so I do them well. Because they're highly technical. And while I am a strong person, there's a skill aspect to Olympic lifts. There's a skill to powerlifting too, but it's a simpler skill set, I think. There's not anything too explosive about Olympic lifting. Like, obviously you get rewarded for some amount of explosiveness, but Olympic lifting is, you have to be explosive. You don't do a slow clean and jerk. It's not possible. Otherwise, that's just called a curl. A curl and press. Reverse curl and press. All right, I'll do 185. Did I say I was doing that? I didn't say what I was doing yet. I will sometimes, for funsies, try the one-arm clean and press. It's not as much a clean and jerk, but I'll do that while juggling because that's fun to me. But I would not presume to call myself an Olympic lifter whatsoever. I'm not. I'm trash at Olympic lifts. There are guys that are smaller than me that can lift much more than me. Now, granted, if we switch to like deadlifts or squats, I probably would outdo a lot of those same people. But it's because that's the thing I practice more. Although some Olympic lifters have some crazy squats. I forget the guy's name, but there's a Chinese weightlifter that there are like, basically there have been images of him that just, or videos of him going around where he does his squat, and you can see his back is just shredded, and he just, front squatting, I think it was like I don't even remember how much weight, but it was a pretty impressive number. I think he's in his 160s. For his weight. He's just like, he's doing 4+ plates front squatted. And it's like, oh, okay. All right then. Yeah. That feels pretty good though. What's up, Haas? Yeah. Right now I'm just doing normal overhead press because I did my juggle press already. And now we're just getting in a little extra shoulder volume. We're gonna do 205, and then we'll do 220 for our final set. This will look pretty funky with that skinny 10 on the outside. I like having these bumper 10s though, they're really cool. in general, as long as they fit on the bar, I really like them. Obviously, there's nothing quite like the old, you know, metal ones. That like these ones right here are my favorite, like classic weight. This is a York, I believe. Yeah, York dish, just like metal dish. This thing is, I don't even know how old this is, but still works great. Still, like even though it's many years old or whatever, and it's just a standard 45, it's still like 45.1 pounds or 44.9, something like that. So it's within like a less than a pound, which is good for a non-calibrated plate. Calibrated plates have to be within less than a pound, and so you're not even going to usually get it to be off by that much, I don't think. But you pay dearly for that because they, the extra work that goes into making sure it's precision. But that's what you have to have for competitions. 30 pounds since change of eating. That's pretty good, dude. Makes a big difference. Less than a pound is not very imprecise. Stream when it's a 45 pounder. A 45 pounder that's 0.1 off is not going to make a difference for a non-competition. But you pay almost double for calibrated plates. Calibrated plates are guaranteed to be extremely precise. Under a gram, you'd have to pay, that'd be calibrated probably. Like, let's see. I'll actually look up to see how close calibrated plates are. Let's see. Within 10 grams. Yeah, so calibrated plates are 10 grams. But this is for a 20 kilogram plate that it's within 10 grams. Yes, but I would say generally speaking, yes. But if you're mass producing a thing, for it to be off by let's see, what's 10 grams is very close. But that's the thing is you're gonna pay dearly for that difference. A calibrated plate cost, hold on, let's see. Yeah, so let's hold on a second. Okay, so let's see. A 20 kilogram pair of bumper plates are $279. .1 pound would be 0.22 kilogram. So that's pretty close, actually, isn't it? Yeah. Now, just for reference, I can get a pair of 45-pound plates, which is basically a 20 kilogram plate. I know, right? But I can get a pair of those for about $100 US. So you pay more than double for calibrated. Now, let's see, if I open up calculator, 45 divided by 2. No, actually, hold on. 45. 0.01. Yeah, yeah. I think actually the 45.1 is not very far off, or 44.9. I'm trying to remember my percentages. Let's see. So, let's divide it by 16 anyway. No, because it still beat that. Well, we'll still divide by 16. Divide by 16. Okay, so 2.81. Or it's times 16. Wow, I'm stupid. See, this is why the kilograms system is just, or whatever, the metric system is just so much better. So you don't have this dumb garbage. You know what I'm not going to worry about? That, actually. I don't care anymore. I don't feel like doing that. I'm in lift mode and I don't like doing that. Yeah. Yeah, they had talked about doing, in like the 80s, they had talked about switching over to metric, but we just didn't do it. And now it's just too late. Nobody wants to do it. Well, okay, that's not correct. A bunch of people would like to do it. I would love to do that. I would have to learn, but I would love to do that. The problem is, of course, you know, people are stuck in their way. In their ways, I guess you'd say. All right, cool. We got our 2 of 5. Not bad. Yeah. Yeah, I wish we had, but we did not, sadly. All right, we're going to try 220 per single. $220 being 100 kilograms. Interesting. That is pretty wild. No, in England, they still use stone. Well, stones, whatever, for weight. Or some weird combination of things. It's kind of wild. Oh, here it is, 25. Stone's a weird unit of measurement. I think it requires actually you to mix up measurements to do, it's like something stone, something, and then on top of it you have pounds or something. Weird. Yeah, I guess nowadays, or not nowadays. I guess we always here in the States have always used for dollars and cents. We just did we at least with that one we went up in a normal way. So it's like a dollar is 100 pennies. So that's good. There's no bigger unit than a dollar. You just have how many dollars, but that still works. But it's not like a pennies into shillings or vice versa, and then into, I don't know what the things are there. I don't keep track of that. Nobody uses that. All right, 220, 100 kilograms. It's heavy, boys. Oh, yeah. Pennies, shillings, pound. Yeah. All right, so we're good with that. That's our overhead press for today. Now we're gonna do some squats. Okay. No more boring overhead press. We're doing juggle squats. I don't know how heavy I'm going to go with these today. I'm going to kind of feel it out, see how it goes. Oops. Do I have 2 spaces in there? No? That was weird. They just looked like this. Start with 135 and we'll see how it goes from there. I'm sure, so the thing is, I imagine that at one point using a system like that made complete sense. I think a lot of systems like that tend to break down when money loses its value to where it's worth so much less. All right, good luck with the meeting. I think Canada got rid of their penny some time ago. Not sure when exactly, but or maybe they just barely ever use them. Don't know. And we've talked about doing the same thing here. Juggle spots. I'll put it up here. Now let's go. Nah, I'll put it. Otherwise, I'll rack it and it'll be up here on the top of the J hook here. It's and about the worst spot. Actually, I wonder, I can just put this here. Nah. Let's put it back here. You don't use these bumper plates as much now, so okay if I put them on the outside. Now that I have the nicer bumper plates, those old Troy ones are not seeing as much use. But it's good to have them. Probably use them for outdoor things if I had to guess. There we go. You can see the red line in OBS, and I was like, what is that? Let's go this way. There we go. Perfect. All right. Probably won't go too heavy today because I really want to do good deadlifts Thursday. So we'll probably go pretty light on these today. And the plus side, my forearms don't feel too bad. Probably because I didn't do any baseball bat juggling yesterday like I was going to. I was gonna, but I didn't. I did do bench press. I did a whole bunch of Larson press, which is a great lift. Okay, let's see how we feel. How we feel. I feel like I'm gonna turn here. Hold on. Let's do this. Come on, how about you don't? Why are you like this? Yeah, it just wants to turn. I might have to put 1 foot. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet I'm not actually standing as even as I think. There's only 135 in. Oh, you know, I should probably do that. All right, let's see how this feels. So let's see, if I'm going forward with my left, I bet you my right foot is back slightly more than it should be. Bet you that's what it is. Like I try to stand even or whatever, but when you're juggling, it's slightly weird anyway. So I'm probably just slightly off. I will attempt to remedy this. I think I'm actually even now. I think it just, my natural thing is to sit with my right foot slightly back for whatever reason. Okay. Slightly lighter. There we go. That's a good way. All right, we'll do 3 plates, see how that feels. Whew. I ate just before working out today, which was probably not the best decision, but it was pretty light. I had about 6 ounces of lunch meat and 6 or 7 slices of low-calorie bread, so not the worst. I have big appetite, is my problem. But I had it plain, so it was not too hard on the stomach, even though the stomach's nice and full overall. Oh man, also I found, I had seen that it existed, but I just didn't see it available, but I finally got it. Is this Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar with blackberry, and I think it's my favorite one so far. Like, this is just so good. I've always liked blackberry in general. The problem is, of course, when you eat blackberries, if you don't strain them, those seeds are abysmal. There are so many seeds. It's the worst. I kind of want to try juggling 4. I haven't done that in a while. For the juggle squats. It's harder and easier. And I'll explain myself. It's harder because, well, obviously juggling 4 is harder than juggling 3. It's easier because juggling 4, you do 2 in each hand, they don't have to cross over. So you don't have to worry about putting your, getting your hands in between your legs or whatever. You can squat more narrowly and just keep your hands on the outside. So it's nice in that way. Let's try it. Make sure I keep my stinking legs even, whatever, my feet evenly, Yeah, my normal stance is with my right foot a little bit back. Interesting. I need to note that and not do that while squatting. Especially while juggle squat. Okay. Okay. Never mind with the 4. That is indeed harder. One of the ways I forgot. Moving your hands out like this means that your traps aren't being held as tightly. So you actually do have to keep them close together. That's all right. Well, I'll make an adjustment. We'll just squat the same width and just juggle hands inside legs again. I forgot, I hadn't done four ball juggle squat in a while. Rusty. Man, that makes me wonder though, because I squat pretty wide when I was doing the Steinborn squats. I wonder how many I could Steinborn squat, or how many pounds I could Steinborn squat while juggling 4. That just seems like such a loser of an idea, though. The reason being is just you're already there's so much setup time. You want to not mess up the juggle, and juggling 4 is just asking to mess up the juggle. Anyway, let's try this again. Ah, you jerks. Yeah, 4 is annoying while squatting. There's not as much room for error. I mean, duh, but there's not as much room for anything. I now feel like I kind of have to do it since I've messed it up twice. I know. All right. I'm just glad 315 isn't that hard for me, or else this would be a real pain. Don't drop, dummy. There we go. I need to give myself a little pep talk. You know, a little positive reinforcement. What's up, Steph? Ah, yes. Hold on, let's get this up here. Yeah. Oops. I did it. I fixed it. All right, here we go. Oh, hold on. We got to do it over here. Ugh. Good enough. Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero is so good. Dr. Pepper, give me money, please. No, actually, just give me free Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Whoops, I forgot that's how I do that. It's okay, I can just click it over here. Maybe. Yeah, I've already read that one before. Oh yeah, the cream soda zero is fantastic. All right, this is a pretty bad one. Tell you something about German sausages. They're the worst. But BB. What's BB? Sorry, I don't remember which one that is. And by that I mean obviously 25x leveraged box spread. I really like blackberry flavor. Oh, blackberry. Oh, the stock. I get it now. I understand via context. But no, I mean this stuff. I love this stuff. It's really good. But I like blackberries a lot. I just don't eat them very often because of the seeds. But this doesn't have any seeds. All right, now let's try for reps. 300 pounds of blackberries. I mean, I could. And then eat them. But they have to be, we have to, get rid of the seeds first. All right, let's see how this goes. So 4 balls, 315. See if we can get reps of it. New challenge unlocked. Yeah. Not a good one, but hey. You cut after that ball. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd just be on the toilet for an indefinite period of time. That would just be a really bad time. Let's do 330. Might as well. Make it 150. 500 pounds of prunes. I don't think it matters which one you were to do. I really like this track. Track's good. I'm starting to over. Hold on. I'm not just going to say it's 330. I have to add the 15 pounds. I could do 350, but that's actually Danger is funny. The only artist I know that just all of his songs are all what looks like a timestamp. I don't think that he has any songs that are not that. I could be wrong, but I just don't remember any that are by him that have not a timestamp. They have a name too, sometimes, but not always. Maybe he marks it when he wrote it, or how long it took to write it. Like this one took him 21 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, 330 pounds. 4 balls. 1 burp. Yeah. Okay. All right then. That's pretty good. I can't believe I saved that one. So one of the ones I threw went out of my line of sight, and it's not like I can just jerk my head up and look at it. But I caught it. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. $330 for 3 with 4-ball juggle. Now, what's my craft? I don't know, but I sure am a master of it. Ooh, boy. No, that does, like jokes aside, River, it does take a good amount of mastery of the base skill, which is, the 4-ball juggle, to do an adjustment like that without being able to see. I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't good at 4. Or get extremely lucky, one of those. But I've been juggling 4 for like 29 years, so better be good at it. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it well. Yeah. But yeah, the juggle lifting thing is a really weird niche that not a lot of people do it. But, well, I've gotten it down pretty well. I'm just at this point, I'm working on making it harder for other people to do it better. That's the plan. It's not to say that somebody won't, but they have to actually take the time to do it and be good at both juggling and lifting. It's like a Sturf. Sturf is a very competent juggler. I'm not going to say he's a great juggler, and I don't think he would try to make that claim himself. However, he's also very fast, and he's very good at, well, he's very good at a few things, but one of the things he's very good at is strategy, planning out, like training blocks and stuff like that. Generally, he thinks that stuff all out really well, and entering in competitions like strategically for pacing himself, stuff like that. But as a result, he's like become the, I guess, most decorated IJ juggler, which is pretty crazy. Whew, let's see what this looks like. Hold on, I wanted to show. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, you can see it. You can see the bar marks. Pretty good. The bar bites. So that's what it looks like. And why I don't recommend people try that. You keep doing that, it will wear thin, or it'll wear, you'll dig in. But that was enough to where it just is lumped up temporarily. It'll go bad before next week. Actually, I want to take a picture of that. I should probably just take a shot from the stream. It's like a 4K camera. I'll just record it. There we go. All right, let's see. Not bad. And we'll do it over here. It doesn't look as good on that one. But anyway, yeah, you can see the bump on my back. Pretty good. Juggle squat doing their thing. All right, let's try some heavy ball. We'll see how we do, but goal is 36 seconds. We haven't hit that. We hit a couple of times last week at 30 seconds while being somewhat fatigued, so I was pretty pleased. Get our shot puts out. Also, I'm going to put out these. Don't really need them, but they make it softer. I'm just going to do a little bit of a thing around myself. I don't necessarily want to step on it, but I'll put it around. And grab the 16 pounders. These bad boys are. My goal is by next year for IJ, I want to do these 16 pounders for the 60 meter. This year, the furthest I got was about 40 before they just went. And I was, my conditioning wasn't good enough to keep trying. But I am, this year I'm working on it. I've been putting in volume. Been training these twice a week. And it's going to be more eventually, but right now it's twice a week. We're going to get those numbers up. Maybe even I found that recording it on my phone is just the easiest for this. Oh, I got stuff. So I found that that's just the easiest for keeping track of the times. Because then I can just start the trim right when I start, and then easy. I gotta remember to bring the chalk brick over here. I got a bunch of chalk bricks. Okay. Okay, trim it up a little bit. Yeah, wanted about the center. All right. I should have probably done something to warm up my wrists for this. It'll be fine, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll. Oh. Let's see how that one was. That was pretty good. Like it's probably pretty close to about that 30 seconds. Whew. Now about 32, 33 seconds. I'll say 32 just to be safe. Not bad. And not only that, the drop that I made was actually just a bad recovery. It wasn't because I totally petered out and just lost the juggle. It was that the throw was bad and I didn't recover well from it. So that's actually pretty good, because that means I should be able to, if I do the same thing but don't make a bad throw, should be able to keep going longer. I don't know if it's going to be 4 extra seconds or 3.5 extra seconds, but we'll see. That is a very short track. Oh man. Yeah. This soundtrack is so good. I need to go back and try this game again. I played it years ago. It's on my PS3. Or PS4? Maybe PS4. It's on an old PlayStation. I don't use it. Probably PS4. It's got a great soundtrack. When my biceps and forearms recover, and we'll try it again. I could just sit right here. I have to be careful though, because these will roll. They'll roll me right off onto the floor. I'll just stand and pace. Yeah, see, another danger song. Oh, there we go. You can see the title right here. Like a times jam. Good song. Real good song. All right, I recover a little bit longer. time to beat today is 32 seconds. Granted, my goal is 36, but the time to beat right now is 32. Starting to see that. Too calm. Let's see how the run was. Oh man. About 34 seconds. So I beat my 32. That's not bad. Although I think the first one's actually closer to 33, but still, I still beat it. I think I can still try another run. Yeah. This is technically not PB, it's just really close. It's just PB for the day. But I do agree. My PB on that is 35 seconds, which is, that's a good run. But that was 34. So I beat, the previous run. Whew. We're gonna try it again, of course, to see if we can get the actual PB. I started to get a forearm pump on that one. Because as it turns out, grabbing 16-pound shot put is a forearm workout. Crazy, huh? Woo! Wait, I'm gonna take a few minutes. Try it again. I think I'm at the point now where I can get 3 good runs in a day. It was originally I think 2, but I think I'm up to 3 good runs. Maybe even 4 on a strong day. But that's of course assuming that I take good breaks. Because just like anything else, recovery is important. Whether between sets or, days off, that's it. But I've been upping my forearm training with the juggling with heavy objects. And that has helped. One of the things I've been doing is I'll load up a baseball bat and do forearm, forearm slash, I guess it's forearm, but the muscles around this, which I think counts as forearm, but I'm training those. Not swinging the bat, just like lifting it in a way similar to how I would throw it, slow, because you don't want to do heavy bats. These 16s they would be a lot if I couldn't control them for a good amount of time. All right, I think we're ready. Oh. Also, carbon group's really solid. It's really nice. Yeah, re-chalk. Come on, forearms. I need you to bear with me, friends. Hold out. You got one more good run. I have a bad tendency to hold my breath too much. Okay. Oh! I'll try that again in a minute. I hope you enjoyed how fast I moved my foot. It was like, nope. Gonna pass on that one. We'll try that again. That'll just slip. Yep, I moved my foot real fast. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. That's an example, just so everybody knows. I have a good awareness of the objects. And my foot was way out before the ball hit the ground. It wasn't a good run, but it was a nice demonstration for everybody's peace of mind. Or it makes you more nervous. My reflex is slippery. All right. Well, the chalk didn't come off, so I'm good there. Yep, that's good. Good run. That's a combination of things, forearms and biceps. Ooh, that was really good. I still think it wasn't quite what I was going for, but oh gosh, it was close. So those 35 seconds. So dang it. Yeah, not bad. We got 32, 34, and 35. That is a very good, consistent day. Obviously, the false start or whatever, the bailout that I had to do does not count, but 32, 35, 32, 34, 35. Makes me wonder if I would have got the 36 if I hadn't thrown a bad throw that first run. Oops. I kind of want to just try it again. See if I have another run of 30 seconds left in me. Because if so, that's valuable training that, volume that I'm leaving that are on the table. Even if it's not going to be 36, if I can get a 30-second run here. Yeah, I think I'm going to try it. I just feel like 30, 35 is, that was pretty good. I mean, that's a tie of my personal best, so. Ugh. Feels pretty good. So the goal here is to get at least 30 seconds. Obviously, if it's in there to get the PB, then that's great. That seems unlikely, fourth run. If I get a fourth that, working set 30 seconds, I'm pretty pleased with that. Regardless, after this, my forearms aren't nuked. I'm going to try the baseball bat juggling. If they are nuked, I'll still probably try. I'll keep it real short. Forearms are definitely feeling somewhat fatigued, but I feel like I can do another attempt. It just needs to be somewhat respectable, and I'll be pretty pleased. Where's my circuits? Biceps are starting to feel a little bit fatigued as well, but I think like I said, I think we got another 10. By we have been us, I mean I don't think anyone else has. All right, last attempt for 16 pound chuck. Ah. Yeesh. That definitely was hard. All right, let's see how many. I don't think that was PR or anything, but I'll take pretty much anything respectable. Wow, that was actually very respectable. 33 seconds. Okay, that's not bad. Got 32, 33, 34, and 35 seconds. Not in that order, though. So, all right, we're done with these for today. That was good. Very good training today. That's over 2 minutes combined volume. So, kind of hard to know how to track that, other than just tracking my runs and hoping that the average shows up at the time, which it is. All right, let's see how my forearms do with baseball bats. These are just, I think they're 18-ounce baseball bats. They're a little bit over a pound. I'll start with 3. They're going to feel very light compared to the balls, the shot puts, but I'm going to right there. I'll take it back. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, forearm definitely feels it. That's fine, we'll do a little bit. See how core bends feels. You should probably not pick this up. It's been pretty consistent. That's loud. It's been pretty consistent. Oh, I closed my hand early on that. Pretty wild. Which meant I threw it higher than I meant to, probably. Yeah. Not much. No, never mind. You can't go any lower than that. Nobody saw that. Yeah, forearms are pretty toasted. Pretty toasted. All right, let's try then. For my last thing for training is a loaded baseball bat. So I need to put a thing on here. There it is. It was a very, very good day for lifts. We're gonna do a 10 pound, I think. This side. Basically, I need to make it to where the clamp has something to grab onto. So I'll wrap around several times with electrical tape, and then I'll do once with the KT tape that has a little bit of grip. And that should give it something to hold on to. This is one of those, it'd be pretty silly, but, or it seems kind of silly, I should say, but it is a kind of a specific type of, like this actually does help with the heavy weight juggling. So it might seem silly, but it's a training for a specific thing. It's like if you look at some of the weight training stuff that Devin Larrett does, you think is pretty wild, but he's also like one of the best arm wrestlers, if not the best arm wrestler ever. So, you know, now I'm not claiming to be on his level, but it's the same idea. I would imagine that strongman jugglers there probably have been much less. I know there was a Russian strongman juggler too. They said that the ball weighed a lot more than it probably did. It doesn't really matter. It was a heavy ball. He just roll around on his body and stuff. He just like this easy. Yeah, let's see. First we'll do this. Pretty easy with the right hand. Let's see about the left. Yeah. Now, of course, the safer way to train that is this, behind it. That's pretty hard. I do it with more range of motion that way. Oh, wow, I didn't control that well at all. So we're not going to worry about that. Just do a negative twice. I will not move up in weight for a while. Well, that was better. I still have to bend my arm, which is not ideal. All right. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to do it to a 5, which is fine. I think I can actually get away with a clamp now. I think I have it small enough, or whatever, the right size to do a clamp instead of one of the screw clamps. So we'll do a 5-pounder or 7.5, or 5 and 2.5. In other words, and I'll grab this thing. Oh yeah, nice. Just double checking for safety. Yeah, that seems good. There you go. Yeah, hitting it moves it a little bit, but that's hitting it. All right, we'll train at 7.5. Let's get that higher. Oh, keep the elbow out. Yeah. Elbow out. It's really hard to do that mentally. Okay, not bad. Yeah. So 7.5 is where I can actually do reps. So that's good. I'll probably go back and forth between these and face pulls for the last few things of the workout. Baseballs are a really good accessory. No, just funsies. We'll throw in eyeball over it. So that feels, oh gosh, that's gonna feel terrible. I can already tell. Oh my goodness, my arms are jelly. Okay, I'm still gonna do this real quick, but I'm not gonna keep it. Oh, goodness. Jelly arms. Okay. Some degree on the left. I should just start with my left, generally, because it is the weaker arm. Definitely not as much control as with the right. Like it's controlled enough. Oh gosh, that third one I had to cheat. Woo. Okay. So that's the limit, and it's 3 to 7.5 pounds for my left hand. Ugh, goodness. Ugh. Accessories are fun. But yeah, with the loaded baseball bat stuff, I'm gonna get, and between that, the juggling the baseball bats, and the the shot put juggling, I'm gonna have Popeye forearms eventually. Give me a couple years. Do one more set. 2 hours. All right. Yeah, that's about right. I spent a few minutes juggling, so. About right. All right, we're gonna start with the left this time. Ugh. Ooh, I can feel it already in my forearm. Oh. Okay. Don't cheat. Come on, don't cheat. Okay, first one's good. A little cheated. All right. That'll get better. We'll just do 2 with the right because we don't need to develop an back. So even though I can forever do more of them, I don't need to. All right, cool. Well, I think that'll do it for me for today. Feel pretty shot. So. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow I'm gonna do some more Wuchang and Musume horse girl.